Y'all, I want to show you something so cool. I use a lot of mermaid trash in my artworks, and I will explain what that is in the description below. And during this video, I explain what it is. But I've never used it on a wine glass. I've used it on a tumbler, I've used it in lots of artworks, but never on a wine glass. And look, well, this one's got fingerprints on it, but this one does too. But look at how cool this is on a painted wine glass with resin, alcohol inks, and a little bit of mermaid magic. All right, so I have cleaned my glasses. I've put them on my turner. You do not need to sand your glasses. I love this turner because you can select the direction your glasses turn in. It's super inexpensive. This is on Amazon. I've mixed 40 milliliters of KS resin liquidy split. This is my go-to. I am a KS resin affiliate, so if you use my link below, you get a 10% discount and I get a small commission. So I'm going to separate a little bit of resin in this little silicone cup because that is going to be a separate color. All right. So I'm going to separate out for some white. And then I have a crazy idea. I really have a crazy idea. I have never put mermaid trash on wine glasses. So that's what I'm going to do today. All right, I'm going to go ahead and mix my white. This is white liquid resin paste. And I want it to be opaque, so I'm going to add 4 drops. I think this is HTV Ront, the company that makes resin paste. It's HTV. I think I got this on Amazon. I'm not 100% sure. I'll look for it. I was really wanting to use some alcohol ink, and I just use a needle. I think it boogered up. Just stick a needle in there. So this one does not have a needle in it. This is that aqua. Pinata? No. Yeah. So Pinata Sapphire Blue and the Pinata Aqua that I have in these needle nose droppers, and this one's missing the needle. But yeah, it's still working. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting today. So let me mix this up. I don't need very much of the white at all. So a couple of techniques that I'm going to be doing today. Resin mixed with the white pigment dye, plain resin, alcohol ink, mermaid trash. It's going to be amazing. I'm only putting the resin on the bottom part of this glass because that is where the design is going to be. I don't use a thick layer. You don't need it. There's no sense in wasting it. There's no sense in wasting it. And with this fast set resin, you need to work fast because it will get hot. It's going to get hot, and then your working time is so limited, but it's so worth it because you can finish so many more glasses in a day, and you don't have to wait overnight for your resin to cure. All right. So I have a little bit of resin left in my cup that I'm just going to reserve just in case I need it. And I probably will end up dropping it on the glasses. So I thought that I would put the Mermaid Trash on the glasses first, but I think I'm going to do my alcohol inks first, then put the Mermaid Trash. Um, yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So I don't really have a plan for the color. I mean, you really, when you're talking alcohol inks, you can't really have too much of a plan because alcohol inks are going to do what alcohol inks want to do. And I'm only putting this on the resin. I'm trying not to get any of the ink on the glass. Sometimes I do get it on the glass, but you can wipe that off when your glass is completely cured. You can wipe it off with pure alcohol. Now I'm going in with this aqua that is missing its needle nose dropper. So there is no needle in this dropper, so it's kind of going everywhere, but it's okay. I'm just kind of blending it a little bit. And if it seems like I'm in a hurry, I'm really not. I'm just trying to work fast because the this resin just really wants to have a mind of its own. It sets so fast. All right, so now what I think I'm going to do is I really want to hit it with my heat gun first, and I just did something with it. Here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and hit it with my heat gun, mainly to pop bubbles. So I'm putting it on low heat and whoops, high air, low heat and high air, and I'm mainly popping bubbles. But I'm also going to be just ever so slightly pushing into this resin and pushing the colors and kind of melding the colors together with the heat gun. Okay. And so not really sure if I have very good luck with this white, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm just putting a small line on the tip, or like the very top, on the resin. Oh, I really hope I have enough for this fourth one. Barely gonna have enough. Oh, you know what though? I've got a little bit of clear still left, so I'm gonna mix up some more. You know, I was gonna blow this out, but I am kind of digging it the way it is. Look at this. Oh, look at how it's reacting right there. I am digging it. I am not going to blow it out. You know, like you would a wave. I'm not going to do it. Okay. So here's my mermaid trash. It's really chunky. I've got a lot of pieces of glass in there, so I'm going to probably have to be really careful with what I put on the glass. Okay, here we go. I'm going to try to get this under here. And whatever falls off, then so be it. Let me just move this. Like I said, I'm going to have to be really careful with what I put on the glass. I do not want any of the crushed glass. And I'm making a mess on my work surface, but you can't even tell because it's already a hot mess. All right, so I'm going to take that off. All right, I like that. It's not much, so I'm not really putting that much of the mermaid trash on the glass at all. The main part that I wanted was the glitter, and I'm doing, I'm putting it on the very bottom, the clear part of this glass. And when I've done this before on tumblers, I've put sand before on tumblers, and I get a lot of resin movement. It just doesn't really, what am I trying to say? And maybe it's because I was not using a fast set resin, but the, I know the resin moved too much. So with this fast set, that glass, the fast set is, there's no flow, like it's staying put. It's already getting a little firm. I'm loving this. Or, let me get that off. Okay, there we go. All right, now let's flip this around. Can you see that? Which one? One. All right, let's do this back one first. So I'm only putting on a light layer of Mermaid Trash, and I'm trying not to get any of the glass. I'm just using sand and the glitter. So this last batch of Mermaid Trash that I made is really chunky, and there's a lot of crushed, bigger bits of crushed glass, which like that one. So I don't want that on there because, you know, somebody's going to be holding this with a glass of wine and I don't want them to cut themselves. All right, that's good. Let me let it turn and see if there's any glass on there. There is not. So let's move over here. Look how pretty this one is. I'm telling you. See, that's going to fall off. That big piece of blue, that one just fell off. And those will fall off. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about if I get it on there, it's going to fall off. And then I can just pick it off like that. It's pretty, but don't want it on there. All right. Let's just do one more sprinkle. All right. All right. Let's see what we got. Oh, these are so cute. Oh my gosh, look at this one. Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh. This is perfect. It's a little chunky, but I wanted them chunky. This is perfect. Oh my goodness. These are much better than I had. Well, I'm not going to say much better, but a lot different than I had anticipated. But oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. Really, really do love these. Okay, so when I was putting the ink on the glasses, some of it did get onto the glass itself. I mean, it's just kind of hard to avoid it. But what you can do is just use alcohol and a paper towel. Don't spray it on your glass because alcohol actually, if the resin is not cured all the way, you can kind of damage the resin and you dull it. So just spray it on a paper towel and then just real quickly, just kind of buff out where the resin or where the ink has gotten onto the glass. Don't spray your alcohol directly on the glass, especially if this is a brand new pour and you've just done it and the resin's not fully cured, because you definitely will dull it. But look at that. Y'all, this is so cute. Okay, one more right there. Not a lot on that one. So just spray and then try not to rub where the resin is. Just get where the ink is. You see that? Kind of crowded in here today. I'm gonna leave that drip. That's kind of neat. This is definitely way different than what I've ever made before. So, but I promise you, if you accidentally do spray the alcohol on your glass, it's not the end of the world, okay? It's just not the end of the world. Just move on. Wow, this one's actually kind of clean. Maybe right there. This was an excellent, excellent idea. This one's clean too. Maybe right there. Oh, yeah. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I don't even, I was going to put baubles on here. This one's really dirty. I was going to put baubles on here, but I don't think I am. Maybe the next ones. Maybe the next ones I'll put some sea turtle charms and maybe a mermaid or two, but like them.